Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whichever part of the world you're viewing this video. This is Yeye Princess Ajebukumi Olokuwenide. Welcome back to my YouTube channel for my returning subscribers. Thank you for being faithful. May Olodumare bless you. For new subscribers, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm delighted to have you here. May God bless you. So today I'll be talking to us about appeasements. The word appeasement in the Yoruba language, I believe that should be ipese. Yeah, I believe that should be ipese. And today, for the purpose of this video, I'll be speaking in both English and Yoruba. Like I always say, for my returning subscribers, I always say I am not a Yoruba person. I am not very fluent in my Yoruba language, but I do try. So sometimes my Yoruba is not very polished, it's not very good, but please bear with me. But I'll be using Yoruba a bit in this video. So that being said, let's go into the business of today. So I want to talk about appeasements, which is ipese in Yoruba language. So what is appeasement? Let me first of all define appeasement in English language. So appeasement is the act of giving the opposing side in an argument, in war, or in disagreement an advantage that they have demanded for, in order to prevent further problems or further war from happening. Appeasement is when there's a problem already. There's a problem already between two people. It might be between two nations. It might be between two communities. It might be between two people. It might be between two families. It might also be between an individual and a higher power. There's a misunderstanding already, and then the person with the lesser advantage, as the lesser person in this disagreement, wants to make appeasements to the other person. So it's giving that other person whatever they have demanded for, because he or they don't want further problems, further disagreement, further war from that other person. So that is what appeasement is in English language. So ìpèsè, kí náà ń pè ní ìpèsè, pé èèyàn fẹ́ ṣe ìpèsè. Kí ni ìdí tá fi máa ń ṣe ìpèsè? A máa ń ṣe ìpèsè tó lè pé ìpèsè tá fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ẹnìyẹn ní ìṣòro, ó ní ìdààmú tó lè pé ó ti jáde sórí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀, ó ti lọ ṣe ìwádìí, wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ fún pé wàhálà tó dé bá yín, àwọn báyìí ló wà nídìí ẹ̀, tàbí nǹkan báyìí ló fà á. Okay, wọ́n ti ní pé wá béèrè pé kí ló yẹ kí òun ṣe, pé òun ò fẹ́ ìdààmú yẹn mọ́, òun ò fẹ́ wàhálà yẹn mọ́, òun fẹ́ kí ìyànjú, kí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kó ní ìyànjú. Wọ́n á ní kó lọ ṣe ìpèsè. Wọ́n á ní kó lọ ṣe ìpèsè. Ó lè jẹ́ ìpèsè àwọn àgbà tàbí ìpèsè any kind of ìpèsè. Ó depend lórí nǹkan tó jáde nígbà tí ẹni yẹn ti jáde sórí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀. Ó depend lórí nǹkan tó jáde ló máa wá láfi máa mọ irú ìpèsè tí ẹni yẹn máa ṣe. So òun là ń pè ní ìpèsè. Ìdí tá fi ń ṣe ìpèsè ni pé a fẹ́ yọ ọwọ́ búburú kúrò lára, a fẹ́ da ọwọ́ ìkà, a fẹ́ da dúró, a fẹ́ rí wàhálà mọ́, a fẹ́ rí ìjà mọ́, a fẹ́ rí ìbànújẹ́ mọ́. Àwa ṣe ìpèsè láti fi da ọwọ́ ìbànújẹ́ tàbí ọwọ́ ibi tàbí wàhálà tàbí ìṣòro tàbí ìbànújẹ́, a fẹ́ fi dá dúró. Òun la fi ń ṣe ìpèsè. So I just explained what I said in English. I just said it in Yoruba language. So when you make sacrifice, you give up something to a higher power. You give them whatever they have demanded for. And when you're making appeasement, it is what the higher power or the stronger opponent is demanding for that you give when you're making appeasement, because you want to appease them, you want to beg them that you don't want problem anymore, you don't want crisis, you don't want chaos, you don't want disaster. So it is what they are demanding for that you will give to them in exchange for peace, happiness, and calm. Yeah, when making appeasements, it is what the other higher power or the higher territory or the higher nation, the stronger person, the stronger community is demanding in exchange for them to put a stop to the problem, to the chaos, to the disaster, to the war. What they are demanding of you is what you will give to them when making appeasements. to them. So there are types of appeasement. I have 2 types of appeasement that I would like to discuss with us today. So the first type of appeasement is the one I call the reactive appeasements. Yes, in my notes I call it the reactive appeasement. And this is the type of appeasement that we do when there is already problem. There is problem already, but we want to reduce that problem. We don't want the problem to mount. We don't want it to get worse than it already is. So we'll make a reactive appeasement. This one, there's problem already. The problem is there. The war is there. The chaos is there. The disaster is there already. It has already happened. So we'll make reactive appeasement in order to prevent further problems. That the one that is there already, let it not get bigger than it already is. Let the problem not surmount. Let it not increase more than it already is. The one we have already, let us try to make appeasement to solve it. So in order to avoid seeing more problems, pé a fẹ́ ṣe ìpèsè wàhálà tó ti dé bá wa already, a ṣe ìpèsè pé in tó ti wà ńlẹ̀ already, pé kó má pọ̀ sí, ká má tún rí ìjà ayé, ká má tún rí ìbànújẹ́ tá ti rí tàbí ìṣòro tá ti rí already, pé k'Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká rí míì, eléyìí tó ti wà ká gbé ká ṣe ìpèsè ká lè fi yanjú eléyìí tó wà ńlẹ̀, ká má bàa rí wàhálà míì. Òun la fi ń ṣe this reactive appeasement. And this reactive appeasement, most times it comes with shame and embarrassment. Yes, it does. Because when you're making a reactive appeasement, the problem has already happened, right? The chaos is there, the disaster is there, whatever it is that is happening to the person is there already. So you are the one that is now going to go and like you are begging that I don't want problem anymore. I don't want chaos anymore. I don't want disaster anymore. Maybe it's sickness, it's one disease or the other. I don't want it anymore, please. So when making this reactive type of appeasement, it usually comes with shame and disgrace, because you have to like belittle yourself, you have to go and beg, you have to go and do some kind of things that on a very normal day you wouldn't want to do. So this reactive kind of appeasement usually comes with a little bit of embarrassment and shame, but then there's nothing someone cannot do just to have peace, right? So the second type of appeasement in my notes is the one I call the anticipatory appeasement. Yes, anticipatory appeasement. This is the appeasement that we make in order to prevent future problem from happening. Yeah. The problem is not there already, but maybe revelation has come. Maybe the person have been given a hint, like maybe in the near future there's going to be a problem, there's going to be an illness, there's going to be a disaster, there might be a chaos, there might be one issue or the other that is going to come in the future. It hasn't happened now, but it's going to happen, and then the person doesn't want it to come to pass. So we make anticipatory appeasement. Appeasement will make into the future in order to ward off any kind of evil that is trying to come. So we'll make this appeasement in anticipation that whatever problem that is going to happen in the future, I don't want it to happen. Please, I don't want it to happen. So that is why we make anticipatory appeasement. It is focused at preventing future problems. When you don't want problem in the future, you make anticipatory appeasement. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ ti jáde sẹ́niyẹn pé ní ọjọ́ iwájú wàhálà báyìí máa wà, ìṣòro báyìí máa wà. Torí ẹni ìgbà máa ní pé kéèyàn lọ bọ èṣù láàlú, a ní kéèyàn lọ bọ òrìṣà èṣù, pé ká bọ èṣù kó bá wa yọ wàhálà kúrò, kó má jẹ́ ká rí ìjà ayé, kó má jẹ́ a rí ìdààmú, kó má jẹ́ a rí wàhálà, kó má jẹ́ a rí làálàá. A lọ ṣe ìpèsè, a lọ bọ èṣù. Irú ìpèsè bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wàhálà ò tí ì dé o, ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ ti jáde pé wàhálà lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ọjọ́ iwájú. Òun la máa fi ṣe irú ìpèsè tí mo fi pè ní anticipatory ìpèsè, pé wàhálà yẹn ò tí ì dé o, ṣùgbọ́n a fẹ́ ṣe ìpèsè láti má jẹ́ kí wàhálà tó wà ní ọjọ́ iwájú k'Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká rí, kó má wá sáyé, ká má rí wàhálà. Òun la fi ń ṣe anticipatory appeasement. So there are other synonyms of appeasement, other words that are the same in meaning with appeasement but they sound different. Like if you hear them, you will know that they are trying to say appeasement. Like one, you will have the one of pacify. When you pacify someone, you beg them, you mollify, you propitiate, you placate. For the purpose of time, I'll be ending here for this video. Thank you for always staying tuned. May Lord be with you. Remain blessed.